Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Because now, to be taken seriously as a comedian, what must one do?
To be taken seriously as a comedian, you must do what I just said you need to do. Understand when you're on stage and understand when you're not on stage. And while you're on stage, understand this, very important, that you are not there to yap people. That is not the essence. You are there to tell stories. For instance, I don't yap people when I'm at an event. But if you say something to me while I'm doing my job, I will definitely say something to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So that has been able to also differentiate, pattern of how I do my job. So but you see some comedians just come and they want to start attacking, those they came to work for. That for me, I don't think is just totally out of place. But while you are there and somebody decides to come in and say, you know how it is now, the person decides to heckle you, and say one thing, you have to respond. That I do. But I must come to an event, free flow with the intention to tell my story to make the people happy. But while I'm telling the story, if somebody crosses my path, I need to let him know that this is my office. People don't badge in and badge out.
Interesting. Now, to turn out, successful in comedy, what and what are required?
You must have mentors who you learn from, consciously or unconsciously. Because people have tread that path before. So if you don't try as much as possible to look through what people have done, when I mean look through what people have done, it's not going to steal their jokes. So I'm just saying that look through what they have done, see where they failed at certain times, see their low moments and their high moments. You will learn faster. So if you must talk about what should be done, you must go through the parts of the job. A lot of us have that mentality that, once people are laughing and clapping and demanding for you, that means you pass everybody. You understand? You come begin the spread. And then you become rude to masters of the game. And one of the laws of power is that you can never be more than the master. It's never possible. So you must know how the rudiments play. And a lot of us don't understand that unlike music, a musician will fall to the ground. A musician will start to rise now. He plays one song. As he releases that one song and everybody likes it, he goes straight to 1 million. He's charged. The next thing you hear that he's charging 3 million. The next thing, I heard a Burna Boy, for instance, he's charging like 50 million. So that's how they are. Now, when they are no longer in the favor of people's environment, they come down to almost zero. But for us, we rise gradually. But our durability is more than theirs. I can tell you comedians that have lasted for 30 years. Ali Baba has. Okay, Bakasi has done that. Jenga Dinka has gone that far. You understand? AY has been in the business for a very long time. Baskema has been in the business for almost 30 years. But I'm sure that if I ask you to give me just 5 musicians who have lasted for 30 years and are still relevant, you go take your time. So, to a comedian, you must understand that our lifespan is different. Our way of gaining is different. So, at times, some of us shift ourselves out of the market. So, I will tell you in one proverb line, in one saying that the Igbos will say that, that's what I was looking for. So you see the comedians, no matter how you say, oh, now you be the rave of the moment, when you finish, you come back, come join. One other small boy again, 9 times to come go. So that's how our own process is. So you must understand this rudiment, so that it makes the business easier for you.
Interesting. talking about models and mentors, who are your mentors and role models?
For me, I have mentors from different walks of life. I have mentors from the media, from everywhere, football, politics. Although the politics on hard, because I would say to people that we entertainers have done more to put Nigeria on the world map than politicians. Can you tell me one politician that can be celebrated to the level of Grammy? None. None at all. There's none. Not even the person that is our president. So I would say that I pick mentors from all walks of life. And in my own industry, I would say that a few of the senior colleagues and the junior ones have also, been able to make sparks that has interested me so much. And I pick from that. Likes of Julius, that's one thing Julius taught me those days. Never look shabby. Can never be caught on fresh. Julius was never to be caught on fresh. So for him, everything was business. The game was business. Everything was business. Dress sense business. People you hang out with business. Everything. Now the likes of basketball, 24 hours is never enough for him. He thinks around the clock. He keeps thinking. Sometimes we're hanging out with guys. He's on his phone. One day I tell him, I said, boy, if you want me to hang out, tell us, say, come follow me, make I press my phone. Then I go, no, okay, yes. But we're hanging out, we're drinking, then you're on your phone. You say, man, get one opportunity to come. Get something you want. So I on the strength of, the trade with the basketball. Then for an elite, for instance, I've also learned the fact that you need to accommodate. You just need to accommodate. If sometimes when you see me in the midst of upcoming ones, you are laughing. And I like, you just say, so for me, it's not an age thing. At times, people think that my colleague, Funny Bone, is my mate. But they don't know that I'm older than Funny Bone by 9 years. So that's how the game is. So you must understand that there are certain things you can always grow from, a lot of your comedians. So, okay, Bakassi is another person I've also learned from. Okay's wisdom is next to none. Okay was the only comedian that I know that left the entertainment circle for 6 years and still came back to shooting. So I pick from different mentors, and I must also announce my battery day 5% in case we go up.
Okay, all right. Now you make other people laugh, with your jokes. What makes you laugh?
What makes me laugh is that same sense of making other people laugh. I dey laugh, ask my colleagues, they will tell you. If I go to a comedy show, I dey laugh like some of the comedian. That's just simply because what is funny is funny. There are no two ways to it. And I'm of a merry heart, so just shoot it. I'm ready to laugh off my head.
Interesting. Let me your inspiration. Where does it normally come from?
Some comes from divine, because there are certain jokes I've created that I woke up, I said, oh, it comes from divine. And then I noticed that, oh, something played in my subconscious. Then secondly is my sense of observation. As activities are happening, I'm picking it straight up. That's why so a lot of my colleagues will say, this senator, no do something for in front. He doesn't forget. So that's how I build my materials, I build my jokes.
Okay. Okay. So, what's your dream as a comedian? Let's round off on that note.
Yeah, well, I just want to keep affecting society. I just want to make sure that even at old age, I'll be seen as somebody who, made some steps in the sands of time and influence people, encourage people. Encouragement for me is always very interesting. You must be able to look back and say that this is what I've done. So, a philosopher once said that if you want to affect the future, that you pick from people. If you want to talk about the past, you talk about stones. But if you want to make sure that you have a space in the future, then you must affect life. So that's it for me. Bill Cosby is almost 80 or 80 something else, but we still hear about it. Forget about whatever the media has written about him and all that. But
Not
that's
the
the kind of
media.
thing I
It's
want
what
to
he
do.
has done.
The way that they presented what he has done, and the same thing with people like Bill Clinton then do, but it's presented in a different way. So that's it basically. So for me,
The most important thing is not to do it. if you don't
Yes,
want
I
him to
mean,
write
yes.
it.
Yeah, I'm not making a correct of what he did. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, we must also look at the bigger picture. The man has given us a lot of contribution, as time went by. So we cannot write that out. So I want to be known as that person that stepped on the sands of time. I want to be known as that person that has affected the younger generation. So that's basically it for me. That's what I want.
All right. Thank you very much, comedian, senator.